All right, Casey. Yo, thanks for doing this, dude.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I think I've told you that when I thought about like starting the podcast, like long years ago, you were like seriously one of the like inspirations for it, and I like think about why that is, and I think it's because you're so uniquely you at all times, you know, that like the work of God shows on you in like a major way.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you. That's what an honor to have someone tell me that. You know, that's a true blessing.
I wish I could say more. I feel like choked up right now.
Yeah,
you know?
I love you, bro.
Yeah, I love you too.
I do. And it's so good. I haven't seen you in
years.
Years.
Yeah. Well, like 6 years, maybe 5 years.
6, 7.
We spoke though.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, we did. We got spent some time together. It's amazing.
It's been great.
Yeah.
And like you said, we kind of pick up where we left off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is like a special thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, the bond that we had, that we still have.
Yeah.
You know,
it was like
amazing.
Forged through adversity though, you know.
Oh, but man, mountains were crumbled.
Yeah.
In that time though, it's wild that what we witnessed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we continue to witness, you know.
Come on.
In our lives, even through the struggles, right?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. And you're Casey Baker.
I'm Casey Baker.
Come on, where are you from? Where you from?
I'm from Gravity, Iowa, folks. Gravity, Iowa. TC brothers, come on down. Come on down.
That's right.
Come on down. We're reuniting. We're doing things. We iron sharpens iron. That's what we're doing. Yeah, it's amazing what God's doing.
That's right. And you're going through some stuff right now.
I'm going through some things right now.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's happening in your life?
Right now, well, we'll get into it. I got pancreatic cancer.
There you go.
You know, I got the pan. That's okay. You know, life happens, right? But even though we go through these struggles and stuff like I'm going through, and you know, it's not easy, but God doesn't give us more than we can't handle. And what I mean by that is that He's put people surrounding me in my life in ways that is unimaginable, you know, like my other sister, their husbands, their family, you know, I got friends that are just pouring into me, you know, and it's God, you know, God's put all these people in my life to support me, because I couldn't imagine going through this alone. So, you know.
Yeah. It's been a tough battle.
It's been a tough battle. Yeah.
But you've seen some like wins in it.
I have.
Some victories.
Yes. Yeah.
Mostly in your spirit and joy. Like you were saying before, like we still have joy no matter what we're going through.
Yeah. Where's
that come from in your life?
It comes from God. It does, because like without Him right now, I'd be crushed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the why me's and why is this happening? I don't question any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God's put a godly woman in my life now.
Come on.
And yeah, she's pretty amazing. Michelle.
Shout out.
Shout out. she's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like God knows exactly what you need?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But you've gone through some stuff even before all this. Like your life is kind of an interesting ride.
To say the least. It always has been. It's just my ride in this life. I don't know. It's been interesting. Since birth, for real.
What were you like as a kid?
As a kid, I was kind of a shy kid, but I was also, I don't know, I think I was a go-getter. Like, for sure. Like
a hustler.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't really. It's hard for me to kind of like relate to that old man, because he died. You know, he died a long time. We buried him in TC.
Yeah.
You know, and that's amazing, because you know I had so many people pray that I would die. You know, and they did, literally. And
like in a good way or bad way?
In a good way, because because that old man's got to die.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was glad to see him die.
What was that process like?
Oh, going to TC or
like having that old man die?
Oh man, it was like surgery. You know, it was so hard. But I had all kinds of brothers that were there, like correcting me on my speech, on my language, on the things I talked about. You know, that I idolized. So especially when I got there, I was hard-headed.
Yeah.
Big time. I mean, I was getting in trouble.
Right.
You know, cookies. I don't know if you guys have heard, but. Yeah.
What'd you do with the cookies?
What happened? I was a hustler. I hustled in them cookies and got caught at TC, and you know, it was like my first week there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny when like there's conviction in your life, you feel bad about bringing cookies in?
Right.
But before we were like,
It's cookies.
yeah,
Right. Come on. Yeah.
we were doing some wild stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, my life was pretty wild. I want to make it clear that I was a scumbag. Like I was a dirtbag scumbag before Christ came into my life, and you know, and we still struggle. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but I'm not, you know, but.
What do you mean by scumbag, by the way?
Like I was a scumbag. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's life, dude.
My fans, you know, put it on mute. All right. I was a scumbag. I was, man, I would lie, steal, cheat, meth addict, shooting it up. The only person I cared about was myself. Nothing but destruction in my life all around me. You know what I mean? It got to a point of such desperation, you know, that something needed to give. Like I cried out to God when I was there at TC, like daily. I'm like, if you're real, show me. I mean, just come into my life. I got these mountains that just they've never been able to be shook, you know? I can't get across them. And something in the power of that, though, like being with other guys that are going through the same thing and crying out to God, you know? I mean, just like literally crying out, like, God, what is it about me that I feel like I need to escape from this right now? Like, what is that? Why do I have that? What I loved about TC is that it wasn't, we didn't talk about drugs.
Right.
We didn't talk about drugs the whole time I was there. It wasn't a drug issue, it was a sin issue. So once you were able to, you know, correct my language and my thought process, because, you know, meth will destroy your brain, and trying to rewire that, you know, is difficult, like very, you know.
Yeah, what were some of the issues you encountered with that?
With the
rewiring and like the meth? And...
Yeah, it was a rough one, man. I don't know. Some of my brothers might remember that, like the first night I was there, I woke up screaming that there was a fire, about knocked myself out from the beam, and I'm waking everybody up. Get out! There's a fire, and there wasn't a fire, obviously. You know what I mean? And these guys are like, "What's going on?" That's the kind of guy I was when I showed up there, and just like it was. Like ADHD times 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy. But God showed up there in a major way. Like I got 2 beautiful children, you know what I mean? And I always wanted a relationship with them because of my past drug use. I really did some damage, not just on my kids, but in my relationships all around me, everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
So you got to see those like come back together.
Yeah, I did. Like in my relationship with my grandmother, you know, it's wild, you know.
So were you like praying for this to happen, and then it happened or something?
Yeah.
And what led you to even pray for it?
Well, because I had this longing for like family and like, you know, just acceptance, like to feel accepted, like, you know, but it's hard to be accepted when you're a scumbag and you're out, you know, doing like the stuff I was doing. I mean, I wasn't stealing copper, but I was pretty close.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't. Don't put it past me.
Or something.
Don't put it past me. Back then, but
right.
Yeah.
Those are side quests, you know. Yeah. So you weren't doing quite that, but
yeah. I was doing worse. Yeah.
But your addiction takes you places you never imagine. And you do things and think things and see things and. Yeah. So, but while you were in TC, like God started working on those areas.
Oh man! So like the first encounter I had with God, I think, was when my sister had my kids, right? And I hadn't seen her talk to them in years, and I was like, it was my birthday, and I was like, I was able to call her on the phone, and my kids were there, and I wanted to talk to them, and she wouldn't let me because, you know, she didn't want the.
It's kitty cat frame here.
Yeah, she didn't want me talking to him, right? Because she didn't want to get in the middle, you know, because she was being allowed to see him, you know, and stuff, and it really hurt me. So I got off the phone with her, get in the chapel, and I'm writing her this letter of how could you, how dare you, me, stuff right. And then I mean, I'm just bawling on this paper, like crying, you know, it's like, I'm just like, that's what I want more than anything. And then it hits me like, Casey, stop, get out of the way. I'm moving. Don't you see? I'm already putting them back in your life. You know,
Whoa.
And then after it dawned on me, I got hit with joy and stuff, and I was like, wow, I see you. I can see you, your hands moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just one of the times.
It started to become real.
Yeah, and then it was like, okay, he's here.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, he's hearing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the letter?
I ripped it up.
Did you?
Yeah, I ripped it up. Yeah, I didn't send it. I love my sister. Yeah, Carrie.
And when did and your kids ended up coming back in your life?
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that first like seeing them or like?
Oh man, I just wanted to cry. I wanted to be like, I'm so sorry, you know. And I still struggle with being a dad. You know, I do. You know, but I mean.
But you got a testimony now.
I have a huge testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll affect your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like generational curses may have been broke off for sure.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were on the altar, you were writing this letter, tears.
Yeah.
And you just decided to surrender.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm assuming if you're like me, you probably had multiple moments of surrender.
Absolutely.
Like every day, you have to like give up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you go through stuff like that?
I did. Yeah. Yeah. I cried out at that altar, man, like every day. Like, I mean, I was determined to stick it out until I seen him. You know what I mean? At first it was hard. Like, I mean, who's committed to stay a whole year?
Yeah.
I mean, no TV, no newspapers, no magazines. I mean, you got a Bible, man, and you're just reading that Bible with your brothers. And like, you know.
Who knew that's the exact medicine you needed?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh my. Did you ever get a feeling? I always felt like when I walked in there, I could finally be like honest with myself and with people around me.
Yeah.
That it was such a relief. But then it was like met by God. Like I could see you getting that at maybe like a rehab where you like have like-minded people.
Yeah.
But then it was like the healing part started like happening too.
Yeah.
So it was like a full circle thing, you know?
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like a special? I know it's not about feeling, but did you ever feel like a peace?
Oh, yeah.
While you were going through that
I
stuff?
think I slept the best I ever slept when I was there. And there wasn't even an air conditioner in our dorms, you know what I mean? Remember?
Right.
It was hot, man. In there. But
I remember just putting my fan right on my face, just right here.
Yeah.
It'd be like 100 degrees in there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but we had some good times.
Yeah.
We met some good people in there.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What else started happening in your life? Like,
When I was there, so my sister got real sick one time, right? I don't know if you remember that, but like so my sister got real sick and she calls me up and she's like, we didn't know what was happening. It was bad. She was getting ready to go in for a second CT scan and she's pretty much just telling me goodbye. You know, she's in so much pain and stuff that they might have, I don't remember, bowel surgery or something. It was bad. Anyways.
it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, it was horrible. So me and my brothers, all of us, you guys, we got together and we cried out and we prayed and it reached the throne room, you know. I stayed up all night talking to God, and then about 4 o'clock in the morning, it dawned on me, because of the letter that I wrote and stuff, there was evidence of him in my life. So I just like held on to that faith and that hope that like, okay, he is pure. He is here. He is moving. He is hearing my prayers, right? So then I turned it from like prayers of desperation to like prayers of thankfulness, right?
Yeah.
In a way, it dawned on me like at 4 in the morning, it like everything was going to be okay. And then like the next day in prayer, it's like 6 o'clock. I get a phone call and they call me to the office because, you know, we were on standby because my sister was like, we didn't know what was going to happen to her.
Yeah.
And she walked out of there without a surgery or anything. CT scan was good. She witnessed to the nurse. It was amazing.
Yeah.
You know, but it was just another mountain that I'd seen him move, you know.
And what did they think happened?
They don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild like that. Yeah, like we don't know, but you're you're good. She walked out of there.
Right.
Yeah, that day. I mean, it was like crazy, but that's how God works. So it was good for all of us to see that too, and I think it put a fire in us.
Yeah.
Like, but He's done that in so many areas of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I went skydiving.
Yeah.
Right, and I broke my back skydiving and stuff, and like. That was another testimony. Like, I'm like laying here in the hospital bed, and I'm like,
well, what
God.
happened? Let's see. So
Okay.
you're going skydiving.
I'm going skydiving.
Plane's going up.
10,000 feet.
Why are you doing this, by the way?
It was a bachelor party.
Oh, okay.
Is what it was. It was 10 of us.
Okay.
So I was the second guy to jump. I didn't want to do it to begin with. Don't do it. Not a good time.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Not even for a moment.
Not even for a moment. Not even. Yeah.
So you're going down, you're falling, free falling.
I'm falling about 100 feet. I lose the parachute and just like do a belly flop right on it. Bam. Not a belly flop. It made
an imprint.
Yeah.
In the ground.
Yeah, I bounced like you skip a rock. I did that.
Gosh.
Yeah. Broke my back.
You said the guy was like on your back, right?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. Folded me.
So what's going through your head all this? You're like, God just saved your life from this.
Okay, so I wake up the next morning in the hospital, right? And then it dawns on me that like, I'm really screwed up.
Yeah.
Like my body is screwed up. I'm worried that I might not be able to walk. I might need assistance in areas of my life that I don't want assistance in. Like as far as like taking care of myself and stuff, I don't want to be a burden on my sister or anyone else like that. And I'm bawling, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember these times that He moved in my life. Like I remember the letter. I remember, I remember my sisters getting healed. And then it dawned on me that like He isn't going to leave me like this, right? So there's been these things that have happened, and I've seen overcome them with God, but it's God moving, not me.
Yeah.
And
you could look back on those times.
Yeah, so it did. I did have a moment of clarity in that, and then I'm like, well, He didn't bring me through all that, and He wasn't there just to leave me like this.
Yeah.
So that was just another testimony to He loves me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I hold on to that, and like I'm going through cancer right now, and I'm still holding on to that. Like He still loves me. I'm not perfect by any means. I don't deserve this, but here we are.
Like you don't deserve the grace you're getting from God, you're saying.
Yes.
It's like incredible to hear you say that, going through what you're going through. Yeah. That you still see it as like grace.
Oh man.
And like a gift.
It's a win-win, and if you think about it, I mean, like either way I win. Like either way I beat this, and it's part of my testimony, even a bigger part of my testimony to who He is. And then if I don't beat it, I get to be with Him in paradise, right? Yeah. So, I mean, it just sucks while I'm here, but it sucks for the people that I'm going to leave behind, but I'll still be here in spirit and in memory, waiting for Him. Yeah. If that happens.
Dude, you're in anticipation for Him, which is
I'm not. I don't know if I'm anticipating it. I don't know.
I know what you mean, but
yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. But like you said, it's a win-win.
It is.
But I wonder what your strength gives to like us, to other believers, like to see you go through it. Like even in that prayer circle, it made me think like, dude, that was other people's testimony too.
Dude, they were crying too with me. That's just it. These soul ties that we have. Like, I think that I still feel them personally.
Yeah, me too. I think that's,
I don't think I can go through that experience like I did and come out the same person. You know what I mean? So that's honest.
Did you have any issues leaving your old life behind?
When I moved back, I cut ties with everybody. So I went through my Facebook and I deleted everybody.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Of my old life. Like I did. I made sure to surround myself around people. Yeah, I wanted that, around people that are gonna, because that's what I wanted. That's what I've always wanted, was to be accepted, and loved, and not be a piece of crap, a scumbag. Yeah.
And you were rolling with some pretty serious crew.
I was. Yeah. I was doing some heavy hitter stuff. Yeah, for sure. But
And do you see like a giant contrast in that now? Obviously.
Oh
like,
yeah. It's not something that I talk about usually.
Right.
You know, like it's been years since I've really talked about that old Casey. You know.
Sometimes I think I'd like to steer away from it because of, we don't want to glorify that stuff. But
Right.
sometimes I think it helps people see a contrast of like, dude,
Yeah.
like look at the circles you were in before.
Right.
And like, look at us now. We were like listening to Josh play worship this morning.
Oh,
and like,
amazing.
we were praying and getting ready for this. And
Yeah.
like you said, we still struggle. I'm going through my stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
bothers me when I fall short, Yeah, but God's with us.
He is.
And he's not going to leave us, like you said. And
Right. So, like, I look back in my life, and there is so many moments, even when I was a sinner. I'm still a sinner, don't get me wrong, okay?
Yeah.
But even in my mess, he was there.
Yeah.
Like, he pulled me out of some things that I should not have lived through. you
Really?
know? Yeah.
And you can look back and, like, notice his hand in those times.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I've almost, like, built little... I don't know if you want to call them like temples or monuments in my mind of those times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of like victories.
Right.
You know? And I hold on to those. Like I got a whole pocket full of them, you know?
Dude, that's what the Israelites did. They would create these, like a monument type thing. Or
Yeah.
like a, what's it called? Like not a temple, but a tabernacle.
Yeah.
And they would, like, where, like, Moses part of the Red Sea, or, like, God part of the Red Sea
Yeah.
through Moses. They set up this, like, stone thing to always remember that he did that.
Yes.
Like, you're doing that in your own mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you feel like God taught you how to do that, or naturally happened?
I think it was in the Bible that I caught that.
Yeah.
You know, so I caught that when they had the victories, when I was reading, like when you're there for a year,
Yeah.
and you're just reading the Bible, and you're reading it, and then you start seeing like things and correlating them with your life, right?
yeah.
So like there was, yeah.
Starts to hit home.
Yeah, like, okay, this is how David handled this situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's apply that to my life. Like, it might not be the exact same situation, but, I mean, it could be a heart, thing, or if its heart was a certain way, you know what I mean? And just trying to put myself in line with that. And it's wild seeing how that works out.
Yeah. How did you see David do that stuff? Like,
Well,
what was your
okay.
interpretation?
Sorry, Jeff Lewis, but... Brother.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, well, Jeff got fired, and then I took his position there, and it was just like wild seeing. I forgot the question.
Oh, it's like you said how David looks back on the things
So
that he had done.
okay, so like I thought Jeff was kind of harsh with the kitchen ministries and stuff like that, and like the rationing out the eggs and stuff like that.
Because we each had a job.
We each had a job.
Like work duty and things, and you were in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you were under a crew, and he
Yeah.
was like the leader.
Yes.
But then he was let go, and then you stepped in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stepped in and then.
But you thought he was a little...
I was shiesty with the food. Well, maybe not me, because like I was being obedient to him.
Yeah.
Right. So like what he said goes, and then the other guys in the kitchen were like, Casey, come on, let's, just do this.
Let's give in.
Come on, let's do this. And I was like, no, we gotta look. We're doing this. We gotta be obedient. David was obedient to Saul. Right.
Yeah.
So I that's where I correlated with that.
Right.
So I was obedient to what he was saying. Like, I mean, I was there actually trying to change my life and whatever that meant. So if that meant, I knew that I didn't know better than the people that were teaching me there.
Right.
Right. So I was obedient to what he was saying. Right. And I think that I got blessed in that area because I became head of the kitchen ministries and then, under Eddie.
So God, like, in a way, rewarded your obedience.
He did.
And honored it.
That's what it felt like. And then we got blessed and we were able to have bigger portions.
Yeah.
And then we got like this food contract because remember?
Yeah.
With Will's parents, right?
What
Will's
happened?
dad?
What was it?
Will's dad, like, and then because all the food that comes in is donations, right?
Right.
So like, we never ran out of food. Okay, but if we would fast and we would pray for more food, right? but it just like the cup just kept overflowing, and then we got these food vendors coming in and like giving us like gourmet meals, man. We're eating tuna steaks and stuff. I mean, it was wild, right? I mean, we're eating like
meat, everything.
5-star restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like loving it, man. Yeah.
You love the kitchen ministry.
I did. Yeah.
Was that something new to you? Like, had you ever worked in the kitchen or something?
No,
Really?
It was something new. Yeah.
What do you think you liked about it?
I liked the guys. I liked the pride that I took in making the food and stuff. And then like I felt good when the guys would like make, man, that was good, Casey. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, yeah, I did that.
Right. When I went back for my resto, they let me in the kitchen ministry.
Yeah?
Yeah, I worked in kind of produce, but they had like a hybrid position where you'd sort of get to be with the kitchen, but that was like a God, like when I went back, dude, it was so hard. Like I was so salty because I couldn't believe how I got there again. Like, you know, it's a humbling.
Yeah.
But there was so many little things that like made it easier and better. And I know that was like God's hand, like, which is interesting to say because like God really cares about like the details in our lives.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that in your own life where you're like,
oh yeah,
even like a small little thing that means a lot to you, or like, yeah, you've noticed these little.
Well, yeah, I have. Like for instance, when I broke my back, let's talk about that. So I was out of work for a long time, right? And after I left TC, I went to a sober house.
Yeah.
Right. So I was there, even though I've already been sober for, I don't know, 13 months, 14 months, something like that. I decided to go to the sober house anyways because I didn't have a driver's license. I didn't know how it was to be independent, and I wanted that in my life. So I decided to go to this sober house so that I could become
Like independent.
Independent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that, and it was a struggle, but like I stayed faithful. I prayed and stuff, and he just made ways. Like I got my driver's license, but before that, I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to ride 3 buses to get to work by 7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in some shady neighborhoods and stuff. You know, it was crazy. I was praying over all this mental illness and stuff. I was cool. I was witnessing to people, and on the buses and stuff, and I just seen them moving in my life at work and stuff, and I broke my back, okay, and then no money coming in, right? So for some reason I made that whole thing last with what I had. And, you know what I mean? That's when I felt was running short, it's like money would come in from somewhere, you know.
Wow.
And, yeah, so it taught me just to be.
God was looking out for you the whole time.
Yeah, and I feel like he's doing the same thing right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I really do.
Dude, hearing about you going on 3 buses, like, really puts things in perspective for me. Like, I get frustrated about, like, driving 10 minutes, you know, or, like, doing something stupid. Like, dang it. You know, it's kind of convicting. But it's also good. Like, it's what iron sharpens iron. Yeah. And, like, hearing you with your mindset and, like, your faith go through the things you're going through, it really does sharpen us. Good. To be like, yo, there is a way, like, and it's God, you know?
It's God's way. Yeah.
Dude, what about some of the preaching you heard at Teen Challenge? What was that like?
Pastor Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The Shep.
The Shep. I love the Shep. He used to pour into me big time. Like, we would go to the streets of Grand Rapids and we would witness to, you know, like gangbangers and drug dealers and, you know, prostitutes. He'd be like, go get her. And I'd be like, all right, I'm running down Division Street in Grand Rapids. Let me tell you about Jesus. Stop, you know. It was scary, bro, but I loved it, though. I mean, it was...
Yeah, what were they, like, how did they see it?
Oh, you know, I felt like we were never in danger, but it was just like, sometimes they would talk to us, and, you know, for sure, you know, and then he would pray over them. Like, Pastor Sam has a heart for us, you know, he's devoted his life to us, and that's amazing. And I loved his preaching. Yeah. So, I loved Pastor Sam Chapel. Oh yeah, that was my favorite because he'd get all fired up and he'd go running around doing victory laps and stuff. He'd crawl up on top of the speakers, you know what I mean. And you guys need to get it right. And he was telling us that, like, it was good because, like, we needed to hear that. Like,
I remember him saying, years later, you're gonna think of this, you're gonna hear this thing, and you're gonna remember Pastor Sam told you this. Like, to look to God And that happened years later. You're literally like, I remember his words, you know, like that's what he said would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a special thing for you to go. He doesn't take everyone out to do those things.
No, he doesn't. No. It was really cool. Well, I didn't have a lot of family around or anything because I'm from Iowa.
Yeah.
And I went all the way to Michigan, which is a blessing because I can't just sign myself out because you can just walk out, right?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't court ordered to be there or anything, you know, but I went there in a place of desperation, like, and it was amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was amazing to see that desperation. I'm still desperate for them. Like, we still need them desperately. Like, you know.
It's like a thirst and a hunger that is unquenchable in a way, but he gives us enough, you know? What about before, like Teen Challenge and that like desperation you talked about?
Yeah.
Like, what was that like living without a hope? Like, did you not have any hope, or was it just like...
No. When you're as far down as I was, as far as like shooting meth and every day and just, you know, being a scumbag, you know, like there's no hope. You know what I mean? Like, I want there to be hope, but it's a God thing, I think. So like, I wanted different in my life. Like, I wanted the good stuff.
Yeah.
I want God's blessing on my life, you know? I want to see evidence of his works, you know what I mean? Like, I desperately want to see that, you know, and you just got to look for it in your life, I guess, you know? I didn't have that then, back then. Like, I didn't. And, like, I wanted a family really bad. I wanted to feel loved and accepted, and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to do that when you got a needle in your arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like putting poison directly in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was there a moment that was like the absolute lowest? So like, you said you cried out to God at Teen Challenge, but was there something before that, or?
Oh yeah, I was a mess, man.
Yeah.
Psychologically, physically, I was a mess. Yeah. I went in there, I think I was 120 pounds.
Oh my.
Yeah. I was a mess. Yeah, I feel sorry for my older brother, Bryce. Yeah. Thank God he helped me. He helped me through a lot. Him and Josh would correct me on my language, on my topics and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they would. And I was like, man, they're being hard on me, but I needed that. You know what I mean? Because then
Yeah, I think it's great to take instruction, to be like, to be under wise counsel and to like receive, even when it hurts, even when it's like something that, hey, you need to change this. Like, and that kind of happens a lot there. Yeah. Like, it's just, you like encounter these like issues in yourself. Yeah. But that's God's word. It like shines a light on us. Yeah. Which is like a scary process. But so you were in pretty desperation mode, but what about some of the highs you went through with God? Like some of these great moments, and maybe in worship. You talked about loving worship at Teen Challenge.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just the music and the brothers, just, you know, getting together and just like praying over each other, putting hands on each other. Yeah. And it was amazing. Like, I love to worship. You know, just your heart crying out. You know, like, save me.
In truth.
Yeah.
Like, it's what you really want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's crying out to God. I remember you telling me, or that we watched like this series, you know, like this devotional thing. Yeah. That apparently you said like did more for you, like God spoke through that more than any other thing. Yes. What was that?
That was, what was it? Rebellion equals
It was like a John Bevere, right?
It was. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you remember that. Yeah. Yeah, so that spoke home to me, like, as far as the rebellion. It was a series that was great, being equal to witchcraft. And the rebellion, like, as far as what we were going through with the kitchen ministries, like, it spoke to me, like, with Jeff and stuff, like, being faithful to, like, what he's saying, because he's in charge of us, right? So, like, if I rebelled against what he was saying for me to do, that would be the same as me practicing witchcraft, is kind of what it was saying, in a way.
Like that it was evil in its nature and its core.
Yes. Right. Yeah. And so it really resonated with me, and it just like, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be rebellion, you know? Yeah. I'm going to do what this is. I'm here to learn. I obviously don't know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Same.
I'm just trying to apply these things in my life the best way I could, you
Right.
know, and not get any all days.
Right. Did you get any?
I did.
How many?
I don't know, 5, 6, maybe
Oh
more.
my gosh.
I don't know.
You were right
Yeah,
up there
I
with
was.
me, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
What was an all day? What did you do on the all day?
Oh man, toothbrush on the. So no talking.
Yeah.
Scrubbing
talk to anyone.
tiles, a lot of tiles with the toothbrush. You know. Yeah, 8 hours straight.
Did you learn anything from it?
Yeah, I didn't want to do it again.
Yeah. Sometimes that's just the thing you need. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, I learned a lot of discipline, I think, because, you know, if you think about it, from 6 o'clock till, I can't remember how
10.
long 6 o'clock to 10, we didn't really have any communication, right? So, like, you had devotion time, right?
Yeah.
You had snack, but.
You talking about at night?
Yeah, at night. Yeah, there was like, you know, so.
Yeah,
like,
we had
couldn't
dorm life.
Yeah, dorm life. So you
Right.
couldn't even talk, right?
Yeah.
So, and it was hard to do that, right? You couldn't even do sign language. And
Yeah.
stuff. Get it right up all day for that. But it's something about that. It was hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that, you know?
Oh, yeah. You know, I had a real issue once I got on staff because I would come up, and maybe Josh can talk about it, but
Yeah.
I would come up there and just, I didn't mean to, but I would rile the guys up, and they're supposed to be like,
Yeah, I loved it when
Calming down,
we'd like, Lauren, what's up? Yeah, we can talk now.
come on. Yeah, and they stopped having me go up there.
Yeah.
They kept me in the office after that, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Dude, it's kind of cool that you talked about like Jeff and like honoring him and like no
Yeah.
matter what, like this is what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And because I always think of that story of King David and Saul too.
Yeah.
And how remember he cut his robe.
Yeah.
Like he was in a cave. This was his enemy pretty much. Like
Right.
the guy wanted to kill him.
Right.
But he felt convicted for even cutting his robe.
Yes.
And he wouldn't even say a bad thing against him.
Yeah.
Like I think of those things like that's true honor. Like, you know what? Like I may not agree with it, especially to a
Right.
boss too.
Right.
When you're like, dude, I see this differently.
Yeah.
But like that's not our place.
Right.
And God eventually made it your place
He did.
because probably
Exactly.
of your like obedience in that.
Yeah, and that's how I seen that's how I correlated it to David just reading it. And there's so many times in the Bible that I've read that through, you know, like one of the authors, what he's going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Paul or something. And
Right.
yeah.
Shipwrecked, beaten,
Yeah.
starved.
Still honoring God, still loving God. You know,
Yeah.
going through it, getting snake bitten. And,
Carrying the torch.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that kind of convicts me just because, yeah, sometimes I just make mountains out of anthills or whatever.
We do.
Molehills or something.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. But God's faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, he puts people around us that'll like guide us and help us. And I've seen that in my life.
Yeah.
And that's been like a cool thing.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool. Something that you do that I thought was cool, that you make time to meet a stranger. You try to, right?
Yeah,
And have
yeah.
a conversation, right? And
Yeah,
so
every
I think
day.
that's pretty cool, because then you can see God bring people into your life, you know what I mean, new relationships or whatever, that one of them might be sent from God, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I don't
That's
know
cool.
how that started happening either, but it's been like a God thing for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's been easy to meet people or like, yeah, you get all these opportunities kind of.
Yeah.
And I'm still working on like using those in the right way, because sometimes I like, you know, I'll see like someone and want to talk to them for me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes I've noticed like if I talk about Christ that it'll go a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe they'll think about something they never thought about, or like a little seed is planted. And yeah, that's what happened in my life. So
Yeah. Yeah.
what about your future? You know, I know that you have to kind of, but you're planning.
I am planning. So right now I'm at a place where it could go either way with my cancer.
Yeah,
So
what's
we
happening
don't
with
know.
it?
So I'm in stage.
So people can pray, by the way.
Yeah, please pray. We're gonna see God overcome this. We're gonna see mountains move. We are. I've already seen evidence in my life. I'm not in pain anymore. That's one thing. That's great.
Yeah.
But I can go either way right now. So I'm doing chemo, very hardcore chemo right now, and it puts me down. But then I have a good week. Like I'm on my good week right now.
Yeah.
And like the week of chemo, it's the worst I've ever felt like in my life. And then the next week I feel like I'm 20 years old again. It's
Really?
like, it's wild. Yeah. Yep. So
it's really taking a toll on your body some of the time, but
yeah. So October 21st, I go back up to Mayo Clinic. And,
Yeah.
we're gonna find out what has happened, if it's progressed or if it's stopped. And we pray that it's got a hold of my celiac axis, so I'm inoperable right now. So the only thing that's being offered is chemo. So
yeah.
we could use some prayer that it becomes operable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that stuff has happened before. God's moved in certain ways. And
Oh yeah.
is it tough though, like to think? You've said you're in survival mode, you know.
Yeah, I'm in survival mode for sure. It's hard to see past myself when I got, and it sucks because I got so many people that are there and just pouring into me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Into my life, and like Michelle.
Yeah.
Every day I get a text from Michelle, and she tells me, you know, that that Jesus loves you so much, you know, and that you're a child of God, and that, you know, you're blessed and highly favored. And these affirmations that she gives me is just like, you know, to wake up every day to somebody telling you that
Yeah.
is just, you can't help but feel God in that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it feeds your soul.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you meet her?
I met her at church, but
Yeah.
she's
Come on.
also my sister's best friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you said that she's you, pretty much. Or
She is. yeah.
You never thought you'd meet someone like that, though.
No, I didn't. I think we're equally yoked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's nice. Yeah.
Praise God.
Yeah. She's amazing.
I've told you that kind of gives me hope in my own life, you know. I'm kind of looking, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that because then it I don't know, sets things in motion or something, but
Yeah. Well, why
Yeah.
not? Why not?
I'm a nervous Nelly, dude. I'm a little
Yeah.
scared about it.
It's all right. I was too.
Like placing my heart in some woman's hands.
Right.
Like, go ahead, just enjoy that.
Yeah.
And her not throwing it down. And
Yeah, that's why I said we got to hold that tight, and it's like, don't just give it to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, pray about it and then look for God's evidence of God's hand, I guess.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I spoke with my grandfather. He did the podcast recently, but he was married for 50 years with my grandma.
Wow.
And I asked him genuinely, do you think it's worth it? You know?
Yeah.
And he was absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, so hearing things like that and your situation, yeah. But sometimes you got to look past a lot of my own ideas on how things should be, or my own thoughts, but God's good to us.
Oh, amen. Amen.
You got a verse or anything you like, or something that you love hearing about?
I
or?
can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, Philippians, I can't tell you where. I think it's in Philippians, right? Yeah.
I know it's in the book.
It's in there. It's
I know
in
the
there.
author, actually.
I knew I did. Yeah. It's been so many years, but we used to memorize verses in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah, what was that like? Because it was basically a school setting, right? And we had classes and we had memorization and...
Yeah, it was, well, yeah, coming off of math and stuff, it was very hard to try to remember even, you know, my name because I was a da-da-da.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know.
Yeah.
I got it down. I was doing pretty good. I loved the victory class that we went through. And then Christian Family, that's a good one. That was one of the ones that stood out. Oh, and the Book of Revelations, come on.
Yeah.
You know, that was good.
Yeah, and we would have teachers come in and teach these classes, and yeah, people have talked about Christian Family, that was Pastor Dave taught that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just applying the word to your actual life with your wife, your kids.
Yeah.
Which I didn't have those, but it's still cool to sit in on that and see
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I wanted. You know, I wanted a Christian family life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have that with a needle in your arm, right? But we all long to be loved, and loved the right way, right?
Yeah.
You know, love the right way and not have any kind of doubts, I guess, in the person you're with. And it's hard to do that if you're, you know, addicted to anything, especially math. You know, you can't have that.
You talked about praying, and that you said, why do I have to feel like I need this thing in order to escape? and that you were asking God that, like, what
Yeah.
answer did you get? Why do you think?
Uh,
Because I feel
past trauma, maybe. Good self-inflicted past trauma, but not all of it is self-inflicted. But like, you know, I don't know.
yeah.
You know.
I don't know either. But maybe, you know what it is, though, I think? I think it's like fuel, and that we're putting basically the wrong fuel in there. But when we put the right fuel, the Word of God, prayer, you know, counsel, I think when we like, because we need something,
Yeah.
but we're just putting the wrong thing in.
Yes.
But once we put the right thing in, and
Yeah.
we're being taught how to do that,
Yeah.
and almost like fed, like a baby. The Bible talks being fed, you know, off
Yeah.
like pure milk.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a good thing. You know, have you ever heard like that addicts have like a larger potential to do well because they're so like, whatever they do, they go gung ho.
Uh-huh.
And like imagine that on the full force working for God, like, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be kind of cool. What, you were a big brother at any point in there?
There's a bunch of big brothers.
Yeah. So what's a big
Yeah.
brother and what was that like?
Okay, so big brother, you get like the new guy right off the street, right? He
Yeah.
comes in, he's nervous, right?
Yeah.
You know, we were all the little brother at some point, right?
Yep.
So you got a big brother that kind of shows you ropes. You stay by him.
Yep.
And they walk you through everything. That they'll tell you, hey, don't be talking like that. This is how we do things here, and you know, just show you the ropes, right?
Yeah.
Kind of pour into you and make you feel not so alone. And it was cool. Yeah, I had some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you like having that role of like,
a big brother.
yeah, being a big brother?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, I liked it. Cause especially when I could relate to what they were going through. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like most situations I related to. You know what I mean? Because I was a big scumbag
Yeah.
and stuff. I was.
Right.
I was, and I'm not proud of it at all. Like I have so much shame, and it still comes up in my life. So that still comes up in my life. That my past wreckage, right?
Right.
Sometimes like maybe I ripped somebody off or stole something or did something, you know, and then it comes back up like, oh yeah, I did that, you know.
Were you doing it to just survive though, or like, do you think it was
It
just?
was to get high.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get high. That's all I cared about was my next fix.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Didn't matter who I hurt, you know.
I know. Yeah, I know about that, but I know it's hard to hear that too because like, I know the you. I know you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I know the real you.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't think it was you that was the scumbag in a way. You know, like that was like
The addiction.
Yeah, it was the addiction, man.
Yeah.
And that was the cool thing about Teen Challenge is you got to see everyone outside of that. Like I don't even know that version of you,
Yeah.
which is why I think it's like so great that we can reconnect because it brings us back to that. Like I think in a way it causes something in me to rise. Like, hey, I'm not this person I've been lately either.
Yeah.
Like there's a better version.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm glad I'm not that version anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Man, so if you like had a hypothetical little brother in this situation
Okay.
who's going through the exact thing you're going through,
Yeah.
what do you think you would tell him?
Stay calm. Pray. Be patient. It took 3 days for the walls of Jericho to come down, I think. So, I mean, it's going to take some days for your walls to come down. Just don't be afraid to be vulnerable and to reach out and to cry out for them. And if there's mountains in your life that you feel like you just can't overcome or haven't been able to overcome, plead it to him, because he talks about like the woman that pled to the judge, you know, and like just kept pleading her case, and I felt like that's what I was doing, just pleading her case, and then finally he's like, you know, he heard her, right?
Yeah, enough.
It's in the Bible somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know where, but like, yeah. So I tried to put that. That's another one that I tried to apply to my life. Like I prayed fervently, like Holy Spirit, just show up. I want to know you and make a change in my heart, God. You know.
Yeah.
Like and then I started seeing him move. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic.
No, this is great.
But, yeah. So and then I started seeing him move in those areas and stuff, and I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Keep praying for that stuff. That's what I pray until you see the miracle. Stay until you see the miracle. It's there. He's listening. Okay. If you pray and you don't get an answer, sometimes it's just not the right time yet. You know, maybe there's a change that needs to happen in here or up here or something. But like, keep praying about it. You know.
Yeah, the Bible says that God's a rewarder of those who like diligently seek Him.
Yeah.
Like, and I see that in your life. Like, you kept knocking at the door.
Yeah.
Like, not taking no for an answer in a way.
Yeah.
But it's cool that God lets us come to Him boldly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think, like, it's so blasphemous to even pray. You know, like, I feel so, like...
unworthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is maybe a good thing because we see God in a reverent way, which we need to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sometimes just knowing my deeds, like, dude, I do stuff I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Or I do stuff I say I don't want to do.
Uh-huh.
So what's happening there?
Yeah.
You know, like... But the Bible talks about that, too.
Right.
And it's like this war that we're going through with our flesh.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy because, like, in one moment I could sincerely be genuine, like, I want to give this to you. Like, God, I want to give this to you. Like, I genuinely don't want to carry this anymore. And then, like, a day later, I grab it right back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of the same thing.
100%.
You know?
And that hurts you. You, like, it's confusing to us, you know? Like, to me, when I do those things, like, wait a minute. Like, is God not working in my life? Like, why do I keep running back to this thing?
Yeah.
But, yeah, God is good, and I think He takes you as you are, right?
Yeah.
Like, come as you are, and then we'll work through the rest. I've seen that in my life. You've obviously seen it in yours. Like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We all got a testimony and stuff, you know. We all look through different lenses and stuff. My advice to a little brother would be to just be patient and then give yourself some grace too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to, because I did a lot of damage, you know, to a lot of people that I loved.
Yeah.
And I hate that about me, you know, and stuff. But there is no shame and condemnation in Christ. So, you know what I mean? There's not. He'll make you a new man. He'll remove those things.
Yeah.
Out of your life, and it sucks. It hurts like surgery.
It does.
Yes.
Because they're sensitive areas.
Yeah.
And they're places you don't want to go.
There's places you don't want to reveal. Yeah.
That's why they've been down there. Like, that's why you've been suppressing those things. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can only sweep. I always thought you can only sweep dirt under a rug so long.
Yeah.
You know, like before it stacks. One day you're gonna have to go in there and get it out. Surgery is like the perfect analogy for what happens.
Yes. Yeah. There's been a lot of stuff like that figured out just walking laps with like Don Whitney and stuff, like, you know, because we had like a little bit of free time after we ate, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like 30 minutes or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit of fun time. Maybe play some. What was that game we played with dominoes?
Cappy-Coo.
Cappy-Coo.
Come
you know,
on.
or
That was so fun.
yeah.
Yeah, cards, Cappy-Coo.
Yeah.
Games, ping pong.
Yeah.
I played basketball.
Yeah.
Poorly, but.
You did good. You did great, man. You're a rock star. Yeah, volleyball. It was fun. Baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had fun. But a lot of those moments, walking those laps and stuff, and we're just kind of, you get that one-on-one time with a brother, and you're both kind of just going through. Well, where are you at? Where are you at mentally?
Yeah.
You know, like, let's check in. Like,
Right.
It's cool because like that wasn't something that the program necessarily does. It's just something that happens from being there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, when you're following Christ and
Yeah.
like naturally in a way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like you grow together.
Right.
You know, that's why I have such a strong bond with you guys. I think, because like we overcame some stuff. You know, I did. I seen mountains just shake.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
Yeah, yeah, and
It makes me think about David, like when you were talking about all this stuff, like about like the things God has done in your life. Like that's what happened to him. When he went up against Goliath, he was like, I've already fought a lion.
Yes.
I fought a bear.
Right.
Like I've seen what God's done for me. Like this is no different. Yeah. He had victory over that giant.
He claimed it before he even threw that rock. Like, he knew it. And that's how I'm walking into this cancer thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
you're running towards the battle line. That's what he did.
I don't got any other place to run, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I am though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Casey, it's been encouraging for me. It's been a long time coming.
I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. It's something that, I wish I could articulate it better. But, yeah, seeing God move in your life helps God move, or, like, helps me go in the right direction, you know, and, like, receive. And that's a big thing.
Thank you.
I love that. And no matter what, dude, yeah, it's a win-win. God's got you.
Yeah.
I wish I had some encouragement for you. Sometimes we don't know what to say.
Yeah. That's okay, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just feels good just to be here with you guys.
Yeah, and we're in it together.
Yeah. For sure.
And some of those things I think are gifts from God, like to be able to like be alongside someone and to be there with someone like when they're going through something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to go through it, but at least you know you got people alongside you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Maybe some of the brothers that you haven't seen in a while, or
Hey, you guys want to get together? Let's get together. Iron sharpens iron. I miss you, TC guys.
Come on.
I think there's a bunch of people coming down to Iowa on the 29th of September.
Yeah.
If you wanted to come on in, I got a big house.
Come on.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah, you showed me around your house, your property is great.
Yeah, I got a church. I bought a church. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like perfect for you, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, you're like uniquely you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Love you, Casey.
Love you.
Thanks so much, man. And maybe we'll do another one, huh?
Yeah.
We'll do a recap someday.
I love it.
Come on. Once
All right.
God gets you through it. Love you, dude.
Love you too.
Come on.